Alright guys, so here we got 2002 Silverado, the 5.3. It's the homie truck. So what it's doing is it cranks, it starts, it'll idle, but it runs rough, and then it'll die out if you give it the gas. You gotta kind of like keep your foot on the gas for it to stay running. So we're gonna check the fuel pressure. There's no check engine lights. We're thinking it's the fuel pump, but we just want to verify because you just want to throw parts at the shit. So let's go ahead and check it out. We're going to start by putting this battery on here because this one's cooked. It doesn't hold a charge. It charges at 14 volts once it's on, but that's all it does. It won't stay charging. Once you turn the car off, it's done. You can even let it run for an hour and it'll still die. So let's go ahead and get that out. So the battery terminals are two 8mm, and then there's a fucking hole down on the bottom. This one on top, I thought it was a 10mm because that'd be pretty standard, but I guess this is an 8mm as well. So you can't get this fucking thing off. And then we're gonna plug in right here on this fitting. Check the pressure, but we still gotta change the battery real quick. Alright guys, gotta bust out the $900 snap-on. You don't need an expensive one to do this, but it doesn't hurt. Yeah, we're just going to plug this one. You just screw this one into that. Alright, so we're going to consult AllDaddy. Google says between 55 and 60 PSI. Let's see what AllDaddy says. Okay, so you see on AllDaddy it says 55 to 62 as well. For gas, we're not running ethanol. So we're going to, got her connected. We're going to go ahead and give her a cranky crank and check her out. Our gauge. Let's go ahead and check initial pressure. That's key on. Come on. Okay. So we're about 50. Okay. It usually starts messing up when you give it the beans. Look at fuel pressure dropping. Okay. So you can see some fluctuation, but it's holding pretty steady. It is, however, below the 52 minimum mark. So you can see we're about 49. It's supposed to be minimum 52. So we're going to go ahead and shut it off and start it back up. Let's see. Come on, fucking. Well, side note, guys, this thing, the battery is so fucking cooked that it wasn't even holding charge. For some reason, that affected the fuel pressure, and that's why it wasn't working.